Hi everyone. Hope you're ready for a good stretch today. We'll be doing some sun salutations. Hopefully you saw the previous session, Meditation 5, Emergency. Hopefully you are watching all of the videos because this whole course is designed step by step, starting from the beginning. And if you did watch that session, then you might now understand perhaps how you could be more mindful in your practice. We're doing yoga practice to open up and transform our minds. If you're doing it for any other reason, you're missing the point. With that in mind, now we're going to have a good stretch and we are going to open up the body. Just make sure that you do this in a gentle way. Okay, just before we start, close your eyes, have a big breath in and a deep sigh. Check that you feel settled, that your mind is present and ready. That you are aware of yourself and how you are going to do things with your body with a listening mind. Feel your breathing right now. We want a sense of slowness in the breath. Presence of mind, awareness of what's happening around us as well as within. And then open your eyes. One more time. This time we'll hold the breath. So have a big breath in. Hold it full for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then a deep sigh. Great. Okay, let's stand up. Okay, set your feet up straight, hip width, nice balanced stance, lengthen your spine. Have another deep breath. So before we do a full body stretch, we just want to warm up slightly. Roll your shoulders, swimming without arms. Just nice and slow and smooth and relaxed, easy movement. Checking in straight away on your muscles and your tension. Now change direction. Keep opening up your breathing. This whole practice is about opening. Okay, and then just loosen your fingers. Roll the wrists like you're conducting. Try to get a figure 8. Change direction. Relax. Another deep breath. Hands on the hips. Check that your base foot is straight, your left foot, and then the right knee up and back. Hip rotation, just a few, nice and easy, smooth, flowing. Breathe in up, breathe out down. Change direction. And then down. Again, have a deep breath. Right foot straight, left knee up and back. Breathe in up, breathe out down. It's very easy, smooth and light. And then change direction. Try to have one speed the whole way. Last one. Relax again, close your eyes. You can feel the body is coming alive. We're stimulating it, exciting it. Okay, make sure the feet are straight and hip width. And we'll do one, this is an all body massage. It's a really good warm up, especially in the morning. So, the right hand goes to shoulder height, the fingers are open, but the left hand on the right hip is closed in a fist. And then you swing and change. Now left hand is open, right is closed. And then you just flow. A breath out, a light breath out each side. Make sure, look at how I'm doing it. The hand goes to shoulder height. It's a very simple movement. You can close the mouth and have a light breath out through the nose. Something else you can do here is squeeze the base of your pelvis, and that will centralize you down here, and then it will free up your lower back and give you a better sense of how to do this pose properly. Just a light squeeze that you sustain. Last two, and then come back to resting. Close your eyes again, have a big breath in, and a deep sigh. Relaxing again. One more little warm-up exercise. Take the feet outwards. The feet are at 45-degree angle and possibly off your mat. Come down, hands are closed here, coming up, look up, hands open. Breathe in down, breathe out up. Keep your chest up here. Just very smooth and relaxed. It's really good for the lower back and digestion, hips of course, knees, shoulders, neck, looking up. Very light, don't get heavy in the stretching. Two more. Last one, the arms come up and out and release. Step out of the pose, feet hip width straight. Relax again, close your eyes, settle. Settle your breath. We don't want to be doing a sun salutation if we're already out of breath. Just some information about the sun salutation. So, Surya Namaskar. When you do your hands like this, people say Namaste, but Namaskar is a respectful tone to that, and you would say that to someone usually who's older than you, or a teacher, for example. Namaskar. So Surya Namaskar, that's what these are called, the sun salutations. That's like a salutation of respect. So we are doing a salutation to the sun, Surya. So generally you do it, and of course you do it in the morning, that's when the sun is coming up, and you usually face the sun and do your whole sequence in line with the sun. Conversely, we have the moon salutations, Chand Namaskar. These would be done at night. So the sun salutations are energizing, awakening, and the moon salutations are calming, quietening. So I will do some moon salutation videos too as we keep going. Alright, let's start. So I'll be going, actually I was going to go this way. So we're going along the mat, of course, and I'm at the front of the mat. So stand at the front of your mat because you will be stepping backwards. Feet are straight and hip width. First, compose yourself, have another deep breath. I apologize that we don't have an image of my feet or perhaps my hands when it's above my head, but most of the time that won't matter. It's more about getting the sense of the shapes. I'm just restricted by an iPhone and this garage. Okay, doesn't matter. Alright, so remember, stretch in a very light and relaxed way. Do not push. Move slowly towards a pose and back off slowly. Don't rush. And try to be completely relaxed the whole time. Ideally, you're not out of breath at all because it is completely effortless and light. That is the yoga. Look for the yoga in this practice. This is not a sport practice or a fitness or weight loss practice. This is a meditation. Okay. Bring the arms up and back. Extend the fingers away. If you can have the arms straight, great, but don't worry. Ease your hips forwards. Try to keep your knees straight, throat open, and as with every pose, have a big breath in and a deep sigh. So feel your body in this pose, a complete meditative experience. Usually you should back off, create more space for effortless, light practice. You're checking with your body. You're definitely not pushing it. You're listening to it. This is where it's at today. Okay, forwards, away, extending, coming down, and just hanging here. So keep your knees straight. That is the most important thing. You might be right up here, it doesn't matter. Wherever you get to, just hang in a relaxed way. But you must keep the knees straight. And let the head hang, the neck nice and relaxed. Have a deep breath. Definitely not straining or pushing. Focus more on excellent breathing, being effortless and light the whole time. Okay, take the right leg back, the knee down and the foot flat. So not on the toes, foot flat. Ease your hips forwards and then the arms up, shoulder width, up and back. Still keep your hips leaning forwards. Come back from there. we want to be aware of the fingertips to shoulder. So you don't want to bend your elbows or bend your wrists. Try to get straight lines from fingertip to shoulder. Just try, in a relaxed way, or give your body that idea, that shape, and it will mold to that shape over time. Still easing forwards in the hips. So we'll do a basic sun salute today, but there are countless variations. Press down with your feet, the pose comes upwards through the body. And then slowly come forwards. At this point, don't do breathing techniques, just have a resting breath. That's what we want all the time, a resting breath. Hands down. The hands are shoulder width. The mountain looks like a mountain. The feet are hip width and straight. The hands are shoulder width and straight. Try to keep your knees straight if you can. Try to get the heels down if you can. But don't worry too much, especially early on. We're still aware that the body could be a bit tight. Have a deep breath. The mountain is considered a resting pose. Can you create that feeling? So you see, we started with the right leg back. We initiated with the right. That's what you do with the sun salutations. In the evening, you initiate with the left. And that's to do with Swara Yoga and the Nadis. Okay, right leg forwards to the hands. Try to use the length of your mat. Ease the hips forwards, very front on with your hips and chest. And then bring the arms up and back. Head up, keep your eyes open the whole time. Ease your hips forwards. Find out where is the right place for you. Have you gone too far? Your breathing will tell you. So if you're struggling with the breath, then you are overstretching. Remember to take rest if you need it, and try to back off. If you're out of breath, then you should be breathing through the mouth. Now, easing forwards, hands are shoulder width. Step back into the mountain again. Looks like a V-shaped mountain. Has the feeling of being solid, heavy, immovable. I often have to remind myself to straighten my elbows. If I neglect that, I bend them. So you have to pay attention to your whole body. Now we step forwards with the left leg. For the triangle, the right heel turns down and you straighten both knees. That is crucial, that the knees are straight. The left hand is somewhere inside the right leg. And then watching the right arm coming up, look up that right arm goes straight, vertical. Now if you're like this, then you're too low with the left hand. Just come back up to the knee maybe, and then open up your torso. The most important thing is that you are side on with your shoulders, your chest, your tummy. And even that right hip is back. So the hips are side on. Have you found a comfortable point in the pose? Your breathing will tell you. Have a sigh in every pose. Watching the hand slowly coming down to the other hand. Here's the first variation. The left arm now going up the side. Don't go too far. My right hand is on top of my foot, but you might be on the shin, but don't have the hand on the ground. Try to keep the knees straight. Look at your left wrist and fingers. Are they relaxed or are you getting stuck in the pose? Okay, slowly coming down. And then bend the left knee. Your hands go down, back into the mountain. So you can see how it's built. We go mountain pose, mountain pose. The body is warming up. It is becoming more loose, more flexible, more relaxed, better blood flow. That's why we want to have good breathing. Get some oxygen into that blood flow. We're pumping all the way around the body. But we are always relaxing into every pose. If your breath is small, no good. Open breath. This whole practice is about opening. Okay, right foot to the hands if you can. Left heel down. Now here's something funny that a lot of people do. I'll just show you. You can just go into the triangle if you want. A lot of people do this. They step forwards, then they come up, and then they come back down, which is a highly inefficient way to do this. You're already down with your head. Step forwards. Get the left heel flat, the knee straight. You are still down. You're here already. Right hand is inside the leg, watching the left arm, a straight arm all the way up. So don't have this angle, straight up, if you can. Everything within reason, depending on where your body's at today. The knees must be straight. Now slowly watching the straight hand from fingertip to shoulder, coming down slowly, not in a rush. The right hand, you might only get to here, that's fine, just get to where you can. Keep that left hand off the ground. Keep it on the foot or the leg, so that the pose is all coming up from the legs only. So if you can't sigh here comfortably, you're overstretching. This is where deep breathing makes a big difference. You're getting deep within and releasing and opening up tension in your body and mind. Okay, watching the hand, straight arm, coming down slowly. Bend the knee, go back into the mountain. The more open my breathing, the better. The more open my mind, the better. Work around the body in this pose. Just check, it might be able to release muscles in your neck, your shoulders, elbows, fingers, wrists, hips, knees, ankles, toes. Investigate the pose. If you need a break, and sorry, I should have said this earlier, just bring your knees down and you can sit in the full moon. Also, we want to lengthen this mountain over time. You don't want to bring it in close. Keep going further and further over time. Alright, now left leg, the warrior. Left foot forwards. Right heel down. Get very front on. Arms opening outwards, the chest coming up. Hands above the head in a clap. Now that could be an error. Have the hands apart, because at night we close the hands. So have the hands like this, just facing each other. Really lock your hips and shoulders front on. Bend that front knee. The warrior, powerful, strong. Coming up through the legs from the ground. Straighten the front knee. Take the arms out wide. The right hand holds the left wrist and extend. Actually, let's go to hip height. Extend forwards. Head up, looking forwards. Lengthening your back. The knees are straight. Now bend the elbows, prayer pose, bend the knee. And we're twisting to your left. My right elbow will go onto the thigh. And I'm looking over my left shoulder. I'll show you from this side. Prayer pose. Right elbow on the outer thigh. Open your shoulder, throat, chest. Don't have the elbows like this. Keep going. You can bend that knee further forwards, the left knee if you like. Okay, then coming back to front on, the hands come down and go back into the mountain. The tailbone goes away from the fingers, but also the hips come upwards away from the heels. And now the right foot to the hands, back heel down. Get your shoulders and hips front on, arms out in front, opening. And then hands, palms facing each other. Lock your hips and shoulders to the front, bend that knee. Be aware of this back heel. Try looking up as well. And then bring your head back to eye level. I'm breathing to help my body manage the pressures. I don't want it to overheat. I want to keep the heart rate steady. Okay, then arms out, the sides, the front knee straight. Left hand holds the right wrist, extending forwards. Head up, looking forwards. Lengthen your spine as best you can, chest up. Prayer pose, bend the elbows, bend the front knee. Now we're turning to your right. The left elbow on the outer thigh. Keep your chest up, lengthen your spine, and then turn back to the right. Open the right shoulder. Press the hands together, the fingers. This is a wonderful pose. You can lean more forwards into that right knee if you like. So good for the back. Every now and then check that your back knee, the left knee, is straight. Okay, hands coming down again. Last one, last mountain. Look at your hands. Are your wrists straight? Spread the fingers out, a 5-pointed star. Use your fingers. Spread the toes out, press them down, use them. Use your heels.
Now the next move, a lot of people are scared to do it and avoid it and often don't even try to do it and give up really easily. So let's not be like that in this program. Let's open our mind and let's just get beyond fear. Let's not worry about whether it doesn't work. Just try. Trying is doing. So I'll show you the way to do this. What we're going to be doing is leaping forwards. So you try this a few times. Lift the heels up and use your legs as a spring forwards. Lean your weight onto your arms. Let's do 5 of these. This is getting you the idea of how to do this. Last one as an idea. Now watch this. This is how to actually do it. Use this spring action and leap to the hands. Give it a try. Just see how you go. It doesn't matter. And then have the feet hip width and straight. Legs straight. Just hanging. Have a sigh. Now, however that went for you, don't give up. Just keep trying. It's like all these things. If you keep trying, it will all just start changing and opening up. We'll be having a rest soon. It's amazing, just one simple sun salute can be very effective, a fantastic stretch for the whole body. Make sure your knees are straight here. Okay, so this is important. When you come up, do not bend your knees. Okay, so the key here is thinking of your spine, inverting your spine. So if you watch me here, don't come up like this. That's not a good back shape. So lift your chin up, your throat, your chest. Take your arms out as far as you can. We haven't come up any higher yet. We don't want the arms here, we want them leading. So your fingertips away from your tailbone and then extending away, 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 away. Still leading with the fingertips up and back. Ease forwards in the hips. Keep the knees straight. Fingertips away from shoulders, throat open. Stomach relaxed. Breathing freely, openly. Completing the salutation. Get your body straight, hands together now. Breathe in and coming down, prayer pose over the chest. Close your eyes. Have a deep breath. And let's just focus on the feeling of humility. If you were facing the sun, if you did this outside, you could feel the warmth of the sun on your body, the energy from the sun. Have a deep breath. Very well done. Okay, so let's lie down and have a rest. Have the palms up, shoulders open, get the shoulder blades flat underneath. Turn the toes outwards, the ankles. Drop the chin a little bit, lengthen the spine, but then relax. Then have a big breath in and a deep sigh. And now let's have a few minutes rest, well-earned rest. Do not try to do any breathing techniques. Let go of control. Become restful in your body and mind, and let your body work itself out, and listen to how it does that. And let your mind go. This is an important part of the processing. Have a really good sigh. Notice where your mind just went over those last couple minutes. Continue to be aware of being aware. Okay. Slowly move to stand up. Come to the front of the mat again. We're going to do the same sun salutation. Now you could be lightheaded here. If so, keep your eyes open, focus on the ground with your feet. Have a breath. Yes, we're going to do the same sequence, but this time we're going to do it in a really easy and light way. And this is a way that you can do sun salutations in the morning as a warm-up, for example. So that was a deeper practice, what we did. Now we're going to do the same thing very lightly. So I'll show you what I mean. We'll be going up and back. Have a breath. Come forwards and down. That's all. We're only holding the poses for about 3 seconds. Enough time for you to have a nice big breath in and a deep sigh. In between poses and transitions, have a resting breath. Do not try to breathe in or breathe out. Let's try it. First of all, have a sigh again. So you're very relaxed. This is like you are jogging. We're going to do this whole sequence as though we're in jogging mode. So it's very easy and gentle. Alright, arms up and back. Forwards, away and down. Knees are straight, have a sigh. Now this might confuse you, but we need to balance based on the last time. So left leg back. Equestrian. Arms wide, shoulder width. Come forwards. The mountain. Left foot forwards. Equestrian. Comfortable, easy, breathing beautifully. Forwards, the mountain. Flowing. Right leg forwards to the hands, leg straight, triangle, left arm, watching a straight arm up. Coming down slowly. See, we're not rushing, it's not a quick cycle. Coming down slowly. Bend the knee into the mountain. Left foot, triangle. Watching the right fingertips leading. Coming back down. Very relaxed. Left arm out. Don't go too high. Coming back down. Bend the knee into the mountain. Right leg forwards. Warrior. Back heel down. Bend the front knee. Arms out. Chest open. Coming up. Hands are facing each other. Shoulder width. Lock your hips and shoulders to the front. Have a sigh. Arms out. Legs straight. Hold your right wrist. Lengthening forwards. So relaxed. Bend the elbows, prayer pose. Bend the knee, turning to your right. Look over that right shoulder. Relax. Turning back down into the mountain. Left foot, back heel down, chest up. Arms opening, chest open, hands facing each other. Knees straight, arms out. Hold your left wrist forward. Prayer pose, bend the elbows, bend the knee, turn to your left. Chest up and open. Turning back down, last mountain. If you need to, try that spring action a few times, and you need to trust your arms. This is why it works or doesn't work if you don't trust the arms. When you're ready, as silently as possible with your landing, to the hands, as far as you can. Each time, trying to jump as far as possible. Legs straight, hanging, have a sigh. Keep your knees straight. Chin up. Fingertips out as far away, 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 away. Up and back. Straight. Hands together. Breathe in. Coming down. Close your eyes. Relax. Your chest feels open. Your mind feels open. Feel your heartbeat. And then we're going to lie down again. If you want, watch how I do this. There's a specific way to go down in a very good way for your back, but if you don't do it this way, it may be bad for your back. So don't do this in half measures. I'll explain it as I do it. I bend the knees. My fingers will land first and cushion the landing. I will roll back and then I will roll forwards. That is crucial. Legs out straight, arms out, breathe in and breathing out, placing the whole body and head and arms down. And then have a sigh. If you find that way a bit confusing, then don't worry about it. Okay, so now we're resting. That should have been light and easy, and so we should recover fairly quickly. Let's have a minute. Have a really good sigh. Hopefully you're settled now. With a meditative feeling in your mind, a nice relaxed feeling. Not just tired, that's not relaxed, that's different. By now we should be feeling relaxed, light and clear, ready to utilize our presence of mind to develop more mindfulness, a deeper sense of it, a more open mind in meditation. That's the whole point of Hatha Yoga, stretching and breath work. Alright, let's take an advantage of this opportunity. Slowly lift the head up, bring the knees in, turn onto one side, and then sitting up, coming into a suitable seated position that's good for you. And close your eyes. Have a deep breath.
let's just settle here for another half minute. Just relax into the feeling that you've created for yourself, the space that you've opened up within yourself. See if you can feel that with your mind. And then open your eyes. Again, have a big breath in and a deep sigh. Alright, now we're going to do a new breath technique. We've been doing slow deep breathing, and in the meditation sessions we've also done ladder breathing. Now we're going to introduce holding of the breath. By the way, if you didn't know, if you go to this channel, you'll see there are playlists, and if you go to Yoga Path, you'll see the full construction of this whole program in chronological order starting at the beginning, and you'll see the meditation sessions are interspersed in between the yoga stretching sessions. And I recommend that you do that. This whole thing is designed in that way, and we're building blocks. Alright, so now we're going to breathe only through the nose. So mouth will be closed the whole time, if you can. If you need to do it through the mouth, that's fine. It's better through the nose in this case. Now we're going to do a triangle breath. A triangle has 3 sides. So this breath pattern has 3 sides or dimensions. We've got breathing in, holding full, breathing out. There's the triangle. In, hold, out. And so, building upon that ladder breathing we did where we were counting and breathing evenly, this triangle also needs to be done in an even way with counting. So what you do is, you breathe slowly in towards full, and let's say that takes you 5 counts or seconds. Then you need to hold the full breath in a relaxed way also for 5 counts or seconds. And then you'll be exhaling down to empty for 5 counts or seconds. So it would be 5, 5, 5. It could be 10, 10, 10, or 30, 30, 30. Whatever number it is the same for each of the 3 sides of this triangle. It's breathe in, hold full, breathe out. If you haven't already started, try that now. And the key here is slow, gentle, relaxed breathing, silent breathing. You can close your eyes for this. Enjoy this practice for a few minutes. And don't worry about where your mind goes. Now we are opening up the mind, not just the body, using the breath. By now you have a sense of whether the numbers you have picked are suitable. If you don't find this easy, effortless and light, then the numbers are too high. last round. When you do finally breathe in again, have a nice sigh. Check how you're feeling right now. I would definitely recommend that you lie down and rest at the end of this video. Take some time, maybe just 5 minutes or maybe 10, instead of racing off and doing all those other things that may not be as important as they seem. But this final rest is so crucial to consolidate the practice. Have a big breath in and a deep sigh. Thank you. Hope you've enjoyed this session. If you think others might enjoy it, please consider sharing it. Also, please consider donating to support me to continue in the making of this channel. Thank you. Take care. I hope you have a really great day today.